Hello, everyone. It's Scotty T, and it's your comedy minute. And I have an amazingly talented. Now, what do you move the camera for? Amazingly talented, funny, a comedian, a writer, a producer. Julie Golden is here. Julie Golden, it is so nice to meet you.
It is so nice to meet you. I'm so honored that you had me on the show.
Thank you for giving me some of your time.
Yeah,
You're in California, is that right? Los Angeles?
I am. Yeah, I spawned here, so I'm trapped here.
Born and raised in Chicago, though, right?
Yeah, you did your
Yeah.
work. I like it.
Well, now I want us to go back to the beginning because
Okay.
I don't know. I think you were involved in TV and movies and stuff as well.
Yes.
I wanted to know, when did it start? When you were young, and was it that you wanted to be in TV or films or comedy, or how did it all come about? What the hell? You're
Well,
you're thirsty already? We just started. Jesus God. I'm just playing with you. Come on, let's
it's
have.
LA. We like to hydrate. I've been writing since I was a kid, putting on talent shows. I just realized I've been doing bringer shows since I was a child. I was forcing families on the block to just watch us do things, shenanigans. So I
Okay.
guess I've always enjoyed an audience.
Yeah.
My dad is a jazz pianist and an actor, so I think I just probably got that from him.
Right.
Um, and I don't know, when I was little, I wanted to be an actress or actor, I think is what you're supposed to say now.
Whatever.
Whatever, yes, whatever, whatever.
Whatever pronoun you want to, she,
Yes,
her, him,
yes.
how
My
many?
my
Come on.
pronoun is meh. Okay.
So is
So
me.
yeah. And then yeah, and then in high school, I did the theater thing. I
Right.
was Zeidel and Fiddler on the Roof. You got to say it like that. And then I made really
I know
shitty
you're a big fan of
little.
Bye Bye Birdie. I know you're a big fan of that.
Oh my God,
I know you're a big fan of Bye Bye Birdie. No, I just,
dude.
I told you
Yeah,
I did a
that
little
is.
research.
I love it. That is definitely not aged well. They should just call it Diddy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I
No, it's
apologize.
good. Diddy Diddy Birdie.
Yeah,
That would
I
have been the
met Diddy,
better.
by the way.
Oh my God. Pie Birdie. Yes. Okay. Where do
Okay,
we
we were talking
land?
about you doing plays and this and that, and
Oh yeah. And then I went to University of Wisconsin-Madison and I made really horrible little films and decided I was going to be some, nihilistic guerrilla filmmaker who lived in New York. And then all of a sudden a rich guy was like, "Do you want to be my assistant in LA?" And it's amazing how quickly I abandoned all of my filmmaking aspirations.
I love
I
your
was like,
honesty.
LFG. So
Well, I have it written down a certain way, but we'll get back to comedy. Let's just keep
yeah,
going because I have film executive, screenwriter, reality TV producer. Is that correct?
that is correct.
And I wrote down three shows. And again, I apologize if it's wrong.
No, I love it. Let's go.
Fast Foodies,
Yep.
Snack versus Chef, and my
Yes.
personal favorite. Do you know what it is?
Is it Take My Tumor?
I didn't see that. 101 places to party before you die.
Ah, yes.
See now
Okay.
there, that I'm in. I may have even seen an episode or two. I may have even been in an episode or two in the
Yes.
background.
Yeah. That was a great show. That was Adam Pally and Jim Gabris. So two veteran comics doing their version of Parts Unknown, basically. So it was a really fun show to work on.
Well, now and we jumped and we'll get back to comedy, but tell me
Yeah.
how you went. The rich guy says, "Come to LA," and you went to LA.
Yeah. What could possibly go wrong?
I'm sorry to keep laughing, but I'm an
That's
idiot.
oh yeah, that's what that's comics. Stop laughing. Yeah, so I came out and I was his assistant and rose through the ranks pretty quickly because they really value youth out here, which is absurd. And so I was a very young gatekeeper. I represented money to make movies.
Okay.
So yeah, and that's not a very funny part of my life. But I will say I've always used comedy to
Yep.
put people at ease. And so
Yes.
my job was to go out and find talent. And, so I guess at that point, yeah, I would use it to just befriend filmmakers and like I come in peace. It's okay. And I never felt fully at home in that role. I know the people that came in to sell to me were obviously in a riskier position, but I envy them as they left the room. I'm like, wait, where are you guys going? I want to go to that party, the
Right.
creative party. I didn't like being the man.
Right.
But it was very fancy. I flew on private jets and went to Cannes and,
Yeah.
had suicidal ideations. Just kidding. No, I was not happy in that world. This is a deep cut, but if you've ever seen the movie Swimming with Sharks, which was a great little
Yeah.
independent
Yeah.
film with Kevin Spacey, like that was my life. I mean, I never had a
No,
stapler thrown at
I,
me, but yeah.
let's just do it. Okay. You
Yeah, you guide
celebrated
me.
a 1 year anniversary recently of the
Yeah.
Big D comedy matchmaking show, which I got
Yeah.
to tell you, comedy gold.
Thank
And
you.
the
Are you?
effort, the effort that you have put into it.
Thank
I
you.
watched you go to the fireman, I watched you walk down the street, and I had never heard, and I apologize, I never heard of it till today, but I absolutely love it.
That means so much to me. Thank you. Are you?
Tell everybody all about it because I just love it.
Yes, it is. So yeah, just a little over a year ago, I'm doing comedy. I'm a single divorced mom. I didn't realize at the time I'm a former reality TV producer. The business ended. I don't know if anybody got that memo. So they don't give you pink slips when you're freelancing. You just kind of you're like, I haven't worked in a while. Anyway, but I'd done tons of, I guess, 10 years of reality TV. And so when Chris Gorbos over at West Side Comedy was like, hey, does anybody have any new ideas? I was like, how about this? And he said, great, can you have it on its feet in 3 weeks? And I was like, ugh. But I did. And it nearly took me out of the knees. And I thought, well, just one and done. And then,
So
Scott, it
let me
was,
just ask you.
yeah,
That was your idea,
yes,
okay? Your idea, and
yes.
you because
Should I explain the idea? Should
no,
I
you
should I
didn't.
back
No,
up?
you didn't. No.
Okay. The idea was I wanted to create okay. Well, there were a lot of dating comedy shows in LA,
Yeah.
and they're really about the comics and it's about bringing like it's a joke, it's for young people in their 20s to come up there like nobody's got skin in the game and I don't begrudge those shows, but I couldn't relate to them and I had actually been invited by a friend to be on a panel of his show and he was very much doing like the Kill Tony version. So very funny. But I thought, I wonder if there's a version of this that's more grounded in emotion, that could help heal people and make them laugh at the same time. So I created a show that I wish had existed for me when I got out of my marriage.
Let me get you take
Yeah,
it pretty seriously.
I do.
Yeah. No, I watched the videos. You really do
Yeah.
take it pretty. But keep going because I want to ask. I have a question to ask
Yeah,
you.
yeah, yeah. No, I love it. It's interesting because okay, so the way the show works is I find three divorced bachelors, three divorced bachelorettes, and that process is I do the show every month. So that's the most time consuming part and
Got it.
emotionally
Three
draining.
divorced men, three divorced women.
Yes, or divorce curious.
Well,
Maybe
and you've even I saw you at the firehouse where they have to be a certain age. Too young, you know, you have to be.
yeah. Yeah.
I
Well,
got
it's
you.
interesting. I started opening that up. So for the yeah, I was pretty much looking 40 to 60. It's like a weird
Yeah,
range, right? And then I'm matching them up as I'm talking to them because I want to make sure there are viable combos on stage. So
right.
I always ask people, what's your bottom? How low will you go? How high will you go?
How low will you go?
How low will you go? And the men always pause. I'm like, this is not a
20,
trick. This is not a trick.
18.
Tell me where you are. Exactly.
How old is she?
Yes, exactly.
Go
Legal.
ahead.
So I will say to anybody listening to this, because I know a lot of women will be like, oh, I'm sure they're like women in their 20s. The men I'm drawn to for the show, they really want someone their age.
Yeah,
So,
yeah,
or I started to get a lot of younger men, and by younger I mean like 40, but they who don't have kids, and they like older women because they don't want to have kids. And then older women like the
yeah,
younger men because they don't want to have
yeah.
kids again. So it's just an
Anyway, so
interesting,
beyond
yeah,
the 3 and 3, then
yeah.
there's a panel of comedians, right?
That switches every month. So
Okay.
that's another form of stress, but ultimately amazing because I get to put all my favorite comics on every month, and it's
Right,
just a
right,
gift.
right.
to the audience. So the panel of comics play matchmaker. I mean,
Right.
I'm really playing matchmaker leading up to the show. I've got in my mind who's going to make sense.
Right.
And then everybody arrives, and from 5 to 5:30, there's the pre-show single mingle, which I know sounds super cringy, and Three's Company Regal Beagle, but it's not. It's really fun. I mean, Scott, I got to take advantage of somebody who understands that reference. Am I right?
I got it. I'm 60. I was just thinking I can't get on.
You
40 to
can get
60.
on it. No,
I can't.
these are
See,
rough
40 to
boundaries.
60, I'm out. I'm out.
No, no, 40 to 60, and
Do you
believe me,
enjoy pushing a wheelchair to a fat old dude?
I do, because you're funny. Here's my bar, and I always say this. This is how I cast the men on my show. Do you have your teeth? Um,
Some of them. I got
okay,
some of
just how many? And do you have any restraining orders against you?
them.
So the comics don't know anything about the
Right, the
contestants.
couples or the
So
3 and 3.
yes. So what I do is I have all the people that are going to be on stage fill out a little Google questionnaire, like a dating profile, and
Right,
it gives me I create like a little intro package for them, like you do for comics, and
right.
what I'm doing. So I'm like, coming to the stage next. He likes, long walks on short piers and cats and
Short period.
Yeti bottles, whatever. I build something out for him with
Yeah.
more substance than that, obviously. And what I'm doing in that, sorry, everyone in the audience is single too. So when they arrive, I say,
Okay.
it's a big single mingle. So when they arrive, I say, are you single? And then they look at me like this. And I say, if you are, we wear this lay, which trapped with that for life. And they're like, yes, you can lay me, but it was the cheapest thing at Party City. Anyway, so I have some lays, and if you're single, I put them on you so that you can see who's available, or if you brought a wingman who's married, like we're not interested in you. And so the contestants come and they just sit among the masses, their
Yeah, yeah,
peers,
yeah.
and then I bring them up one at a time. And what I'm doing with those little packages, I'm letting the audience know a little bit about who they are because they vote for the winner in the end. And
Okay.
I'm giving breadcrumbs to the comics so that they have
Yeah.
a leg up to do some crowd work. And then they get 5 minutes to interview each person.
Okay.
So it's a tough job for them because they have to be
Yeah.
funny. They can't punch down. I always say this is not kill
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
Like
No,
we're
I get you.
here,
I get you.
yeah.
Yeah.
And
Especially in
but
this day and age. Yeah.
yeah, and also,
No,
like I
you're
said,
right. No, you're right. You don't have to be mean to be funny.
no, and that was one of my goals with this show, and it works every
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Every time. Like if somebody leaves there and doesn't feel respected, I failed. Like
You're right. You're right.
I am their hype woman, I am their wing
Well, I
woman.
said you take it seriously.
I do. Yeah,
You know,
because I'm one of them.
well, and let's move on just a little bit if you don't mind.
Of
I'm just
course.
curious now. Well, I know you had Kathy Griffin on. You talked about that for a little bit.
Yeah. That
She's a
was
little
crazy.
wacky. She's a little
It,
wacky.
she's, I gotta tell you, amazing.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
is
no,
one of
I
the
mean, she was great.
greatest.
She was funny.
She was so okay. So what happened
She
was,
threw David Spade under the bus pretty
I
hard.
know that was amazing. So a girlfriend of mine in the comedy community came up to me, and people are always saying, "Hey, I have a friend who wants to be on it." And I'm like, "Cool, yeah, send me the information." She's like, "It's Kathy Griffin." I'm like, "What?" Like that's how
All
that.
right. Wow.
And I said, "Does she want to be the headliner?" And she said, "No, no, no, she wants to be a bachelorette." And I said,
Okay.
"Okay." Like
Sure. Sure.
legit, that's
Why
why she
not?
wanted
Why
to do
not?
it.
Yeah.
And I just was like honored and confused, and I was ready for whatever she wanted to
Great
do.
episode. Great episode.
She was amazing. And
Yeah.
I got to tell you, she showed up. She didn't want more time than she had. She
Just on point.
legitimately,
On point.
she was
Right.
on point.
Yeah.
She
Good.
played the game. She wasn't there to perform. She was there. She liked this guy. They ended up hanging out once or twice. I think they're just friends now, but
Yeah.
she legitimately was like in. And it was so funny because the morning of the show, it's a very stressful show because the day before I tend to get people with cold feet who are like, I can't come. And then I have
Oh,
to
I
go.
saw one where you were chasing, trying to get somebody backed out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It's stressful because again, I'm not just putting anybody up there. I'm putting somebody in
Yeah.
theory of
Sure.
quality.
Well, let me
But
ask you this. Go
yeah.
ahead. Do you mind if I ask you just because I'm dying now?
Yeah.
Have you ever had success?
Well, it's so funny because when people ask me that, I'm like, they haven't seen the show. And I know this sounds so pretentious, but it
No, I
just
told you. I'm being honest. I told you I didn't know
no,
about
I
it till today.
know. So everyone asks that, and then they come and they're like, "Oh, I get it. It's not necessarily about two people walking off into the sunset. It's
No,
about people
no,
who have,
no. I get that.
have
In other words,
yeah."
a year later, has there been anyone said, "Guess what, Julie? You won't believe it," or
There was, yes, there's one couple that's still together
there
that
you go.
it's usually somebody from stage and somebody from the audience. So
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
what I always say at the top of the show is, do I think these people on stage are going to walk off into the sunset? Probably not. We're basically on one big date together, minus the polyamory, unless that's what you're into. So that's kind of how I start the show, and
Okay.
I'm just not good enough at math to do that show. But yeah, people have met. I just had dinner with a friend of mine the other night, and he was on the very first show. He actually came to fill the spot that somebody bailed on Friday, the day
Okay.
before. And he met somebody from the audience. I thought they went out twice and nothing happened. They were together for 10 months. He never told me. I'm like, bruh,
Wow.
you
Yeah.
gotta
See,
that's
that's what I
good.
was getting at.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It attracts very like-minded folks because the whole thing is just trying to
Well,
create a
you
nice
have to believe in
environment.
love. I mean, like I believe in love.
Yeah, everybody that shows up there does.
Yeah.
Everybody
No.
does.
Yeah. I love. It's like the Golden
Yeah.
Bachelor or something. I mean, have you watched any of that? You seen any of that?
I haven't, which I know is weird. I think
No,
it's
no,
too,
no. I mean,
yeah.
flip the channels and I see, and I go, holy moly.
I think for me, it's interesting. A lot of my peers that work in reality, we feel the same way. We don't watch reality because it makes us tense because we feel like we're working. Like it's like a weird,
Oh, really?
you know,
Okay.
yeah, it's
Yeah, I love
interesting.
Survivor. Like it's on tonight, and I look forward to
Yeah.
Survivor. And I call it a train wreck. I love a good train wreck.
Train wrecks are popular. It's what this country's built on.
If you haven't figured it out, I know we just met, but I'm an idiot. I am a complete idiot. No, I
I'm not
am. I
co-signing. I
told
am
you
not co-signing.
I love a good train wreck.
I have a funny story about Survivor, but it's
Well, then
not really on
do it.
point. I don't
It's
know.
why not do
Well,
it?
I have a tendency to if a guy's gonna make a ton of money, I tend to reject them. I have there's something in my body that just knows this person's gonna be really rich. You should break up with them. And I dated one of the co-creators of that show, and he loved rubbing it in my face years later. But there you
I
go.
got
Never
good
thought he
news.
would make it. I was
Julie,
wrong.
I
It's
have
not
good
Mark
news.
Burnett.
Julie, I have good news for you.
Yeah.
Scotty T may be your man. Scotty T may be your guy.
No, this is great. We'll get off this call and
I
maybe
live in
we'll go to make
I
tons of
live in
money.
145th Street with a hot plate.
Yeah, that's it. Not anymore. Now you're gonna fly, my friend.
No, no,
I'm like the
no.
opposite
I'm
of a
hoping that you
cooler.
and screw the show. I'm hoping you and me, we're magic.
Oh,
Do you enjoy producing and doing the show versus doing stand up?
very good question. They are completely different
Every
buckets
now
for
and again,
me.
I hit one out of the park.
Ah, no, it's interesting. I do a set at the top, so I get my little comedy jollies out at the Big D. But then I kind of hand the comedy talking stick over to the
The
panel.
other three and the people,
And
yeah,
I'm gifting the audience with that. I know they're
with the
gonna, and
humor,
when they
right?
start to kill, I watch people loosen up and it makes my heart feel full. So
Right.
that's a different satisfaction than
Okay.
when I just get to go and do somebody's show and just do comedy. That's another thing that fills me up. So
Okay.
they're different. Yeah. They're not really one versus the other. They're kind of
So you're a politician too, because you didn't answer the question.
that's right. I love them both equally. They're both
Yeah,
my favorite children.
what about TV and movies versus stand up?
Oh, stand up.
Stand up, okay.
Stand up all day, all night.
All right. All right.
It is my great outside of my son, comedy is my greatest love in life.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
and I'm not name dropping or anything because
Yeah.
maybe you know or maybe you don't. Andrea Abbott was on.
Oh, I love Andrea. Yeah.
Okay, Andrea was on my show. She's the
Yeah.
only person ever. I always tell people to be you can say anything you want. It's the only time I ever YouTube took her video down. I had to get that.
I can see
Swear to
that.
God. Swear to God. But Andrea,
She is brilliant. She is hilarious. I love her.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely, and I'm still angry about it because I say that in the beginning because I mean it. You can say anything on my show, and for
Yeah.
YouTube to pull the plug really bothered me. Still
Yeah.
bothers me. But
Yeah.
the
Like
reason I
what?
brought
I
it up
guess
is because
we
we'll
can't.
talk about it off the air. But
Yeah.
the reason I asked is because of the writing where it was with TV and stuff where you write A lot of times you write and it never goes to television, or a lot of times you write and you wait 6 months.
Yeah, I
And
can
I guess
definitely speak to that.
stand up is like that. You know instantly, right?
That is exactly it. I've been in this business for so long. A friend of mine joked around that I'm like a New Yorker cartoon, like I'm in a prison cell and I keep digging a tunnel to get out and I just come up in another cell. Like I just won't leave, you know?
That's
And
funny.
I've gone down, right? I've gone like powerful film executive to screenwriter to reality TV producer. We haven't even talked about podcasting, not this, but I did a true crime podcast and now I'm a comic. So I've just devolved over
Yeah,
time.
okay. And here you are on your comedy minute. Man,
Yes.
you've hit the bottom. You're down at the bottom now.
And this is my happiest place. That's what's funny.
Yeah.
Yes, the bottom.
Oh my God, you and me.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
really now. I'm getting giddy. I feel like a wood.
Ah.
I feel like a woodpecker in a lumber yard all of a sudden.
But I do want to say, yes, when I was getting paid to write, it's so interesting when you get paid to write, when you sell your first thing, you're like, this is it, my ship's coming. The whole ship's coming in thing is such toxic propaganda that so many people get caught up in. And then you feel like a failure if it doesn't go to like Academy Award, mansion. And so nobody really talks about that you can be a working writer and then not get the traction to become a huge writer. And that's kind of what happened to me. I sold some features, I sold TV pilots, and none of them got made. And the notes process is like everybody's trying to bet on what the audience would like. And to your point, comedy, I just come out, it's between me and the audience, and I love it. It is real in that moment, and nothing stands in the way outside of bookers and gatekeepers. But do you know what I mean? Once you get on the stage,
Yeah.
it's pure.
Comedians that inspired you when you were younger, and comedians you like now.
I wasn't like a comedian girl when I was a kid.
Okay.
So,
Well, then let's just
oh
go to.
wait, that's not true. Oh my God, your core memory unlocked. My dad raised me on Mel Brooks and Carl Reiner. Duh. We used
Okay.
to
All right.
listen to what was the record called? Thousand-Year-Old
Two
Man. I
thousand
remember.
year old man, something like that.
So we would listen to that,
Yeah.
and then we would also, and my parents were divorced, and when I would hear my dad laugh, it just filled me with joy. We
Sure.
laughed at the same things. We would watch Lo Looney Tunes on Saturday morning when we
Okay.
couldn't.
Yeah.
And again, it was just so
Oh,
that's
Jesus, there, read it there. Listen there.
yeah.
Stifle there, me there. See, I
Was that a
grew up
little all my yeah, all in the family?
all in the family.
Archie
Yeah, Archie
Bunker.
Bunker. Yeah, we had,
Yeah.
yeah, I grew up
So
on that.
when I'm like, how many people am I about to offend when sitcoms were good? Anyway, whatever. We all
Ooh,
know.
yeah, yeah. Okay. So, what about comedians now? The comedians now you like?
Oh, yes. I
Locally
love
there or whoever you want to mention.
yeah, I love Michelle Wolf.
Yeah.
I love Hannah Gadsby. I love Beth Stelling.
Yeah.
Um, gosh, there's some people I want to say I love, but it's too controversial and I don't want to deal with the hate, so I'm gonna move off of because it's complicated with some
No,
of
and
them.
you know what? I don't mean to put you on the spot because you won't mention
Yeah.
somebody and they'll be pissed off. And
Yeah. Wow. I mean, but I'm trying to think who are
well,
some of
I
the
tell you what, while we're here, I'll do it now because Alyssa Phillips said to say hello. She's the one that set us
I
up.
love Alyssa. Yeah.
I can't mention Alyssa Phillips without mentioning Meryl Climo, who got me in touch with Alyssa Phillips. And I can't mention Meryl Climo without mentioning Helen Shepard, who got me in touch with Meryl Climo.
Nice. I
Apparently,
like
it's
it.
a Los Angeles Women's Comedy Collective or something. Do you know anything about
Okay.
that? I don't know.
No, but now I feel left out. So thanks, Scott. Now I need therapy.
I was hoping that you could get me another comedian or two.
Oh,
That's
I
what
get you comedians. Are you kidding? It's like throw a
that's
rock and throw
perfect.
it
That's
hard.
perfect. That's
Yeah.
why we did that. That's
Yes.
no, but Alyssa Phillips put this together, and I want to thank
Yeah.
her.
She's great.
And she's wonderful, a hardworking young lady,
Oh
very
my
hard
God.
work.
Amazing. Yeah. And
Yeah,
she's opening for Eliza right now, and I'm just
yeah,
thrilled for her. Yeah.
yeah, wonderful, wonderful.
Yeah. I feel like I've been in this business for so long and I finally
Yeah,
found my tribe. Like I feel so at home with comics.
good. Am I
That's,
part of the tribe?
you're part of it. You're part of the
Am
tribe.
I really?
You can't escape.
Oh my God,
You
no.
can't escape.
That's great news.
Yeah. Give me an
Let's do
open
one
mic in
more.
the daytime. Oh,
Let's
sorry.
do
Go
one
on.
more, and we're gonna do your comedy minute. You know the last part where you do something, whatever you want. Do you remember that?
I'm going to be honest. I didn't get to that part in the preview.
That's
So you
okay.
have to tell me.
We'll make
Yes.
some stuff up. We'll try.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Favorite? Did I mention favorite show? Least favorite show? I don't think I
Favorite
did. Just
scripted
favorite
show?
memory, whether
Oh,
TV or and least favorite, where things didn't go so good.
favorite shows I've watched.
No, 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 no. Nothing you
Oh,
watch that you've
oh,
done or performed or you know
oh,
favorite memory. In other words, let's call it memory. Favorite memory you have.
got it.
You mentioned you've been in the business for a long time. Favorite memory you have, and then one that didn't go so good.
Okay, so are we talking favorite comic memory or any
It
memory?
does. Why are
You're
you? Why
getting frustrated.
you're starting to piss me off now. I'm starting
Oh
to
no, Scott. It's
get.
all gone south. All right, here is my
You're trying to split
there
the atom, and I'm not. Favorite
I
memory,
know.
whatever you got.
I have so many least favorite memories in
No, then
Hollywood.
do two least. That's what I'm looking for anyway.
Oh, you want some tea? Well, I was in New York for 9/11 on
That's
business.
not. Oh man, the comedy gold. The comedy's just dripping off
Yes.
this one.
I was in 9/11 doing business as a fancy film executive, and I was at the airport when the plane started to crash into the towers. And I
Wow.
and I was such a little executive brat back then. I didn't even know what the Twin Towers were, and I was upset I was not in business class. The whole thing is ridiculous. I do not look good in this story. And this tall
Why
German,
in the world? Don't tell it. Don't tell it. Then.
no, it's good. This tall German woman
Tell it a
turned around.
9/11 story. Good Lord.
It's good. It's good. And this German woman turned around. She's like, "Are you crazy? The crashing into the Twin Towers." I'm like, "What?" Anyway, that's not funny. All right, we were all escorted out. That's a long story. But my business at the time was like one day later, they're like, everybody show up for the 9 a.m. meeting. I'm like, wait, what? So then we were just supposed
Where's the meeting?
yeah, at a hotel lobby, just like
Is it
we're
over
gonna
there
keep
in that
making
pile?
Hollywood happen. I'm like, what? So
Nice.
that's when I was like, I think I need to leave now. I think I'm done with this. But I did end up on a private jet. This is funny. It's like, who are we gonna get out of New York? Because all the planes were grounded. And somehow I end up on Sidney Pollock's jet. He's not on it. And these are the people that we decide to collectively save from the world at that moment because there was a sense that it could go south again. You ready for this?
I'm not.
Giselle Bundchen, because she was dating Leo DiCaprio. We were like, we must get her out of New York. Some agents and lawyers. And the funny thing was, at the beginning, all the guys were like fangirling over her. They're like, "Oh my God, Giselle, Giselle," and then she wouldn't stop talking, and they're like, "Shut up, Giselle, shut up, Giselle."
That's
Sorry,
a
that's
good
horrible.
Giselle Bundchen story for you kids.
I mean, that's so. She was talking about conspiracy theories about the towers, and everyone's
Well,
like,
I got
"Please,
to tell you, I'm thinking episode 2 with you and I.
I'm around." It's
I'm
just me and my
telling you,
cat.
I love the stories. Yeah.
Can I do a good memory?
Yeah, well, I think we have a few minutes. I was hoping to get a your comedy minute out of you, but
Let's
yeah,
go to
you're
Comedy
already
Minute.
prepared.
Let's go to Comedy Minute.
No, no, no. Do the good. How much time do we have? We only have a few more minutes, right? What do we have?
I
Four
don't.
and
I
a
don't
half?
have. I don't have a good memory. There you
Well,
go.
it's
Let's
all
move
right.
on.
Just go ahead, do the good one, and I'll see what we maybe we'll have time for something at the end.
I will say that when I did the Big D, that was probably one of the most
Oh,
incredible.
no, and I think that
Yeah, that first
there's real
night.
potential there.
Yeah.
But
All right, let's do a comedy
the
minute.
first one you did,
The first one I did, I was really scared. I was like, who do I think I am doing this huge show? It was a
you are
huge
doing a huge
undertaking.
show.
Yeah. And the
Doesn't
moment I,
it doesn't matter whether it ever gets to
yeah,
Tubi or Hulu or wherever. It's a great premise. It's a great idea.
thank you. So as soon as I stepped on that stage and I started to do my divorce material, it was the warmest room I've ever performed for because everybody was divorced. So they
Yeah,
were dying. So that was incredible. It was a reminder of like how much of that is, I
yeah.
guess, dependent on the dynamic between you and the audience. They were ready to go. Okay, so just a story, not necessarily a
Whatever
bit.
you want. Your comedy minute, Julie Golden. Go ahead.
Comedy minute.
Go 2 minutes. Go 3 minutes. Whatever you want.
I'll give you a little bit of my divorce material because I'm feeling very connected with it. You
Whatever you
ready?
want. Whatever you want.
Okay. Here's the other question I always ask men as I'm interviewing them. I need to know their politics because you need to know how a man votes to know how they are in bed.
Okay.
So Democrats overpromise and underdeliver. Um, independents are just weird, super paranoid. They're going to need to know more information about your lady parts before they go down there. I mean, what if they get autism? Let's see. And then finally, the red hats. You got your red hats. And say what you will about them, but they have a move in bed. They grab you by the. Okay, that's my minute. Thank you.
I guess the Red Hats is the MAGA people.
What? Maybe, yes.
Thank you so much. I do think we should have a
You.
second episode. What do you think?
I'm in. I'm in. I'm
Okay.
always
I think you're
around.
wonderful, Julie. I really
Thank
do.
you. I think you're wonderful.
Amazing, amazing.